So, more on the pressures of motherhood. When I think back, a little part of me, I could say, has some anger when I think about my motherhood journey, and I had anger because, as a woman of color, there were instances and situations that I had where I didn't believe that healthcare choices were my choices to be made. I didn't feel as though I had a voice. I did not feel as though my wishes were respected and taken into consideration with healthcare providers that I requested or chose or refused to have. And I remember talking to my husband, and as we were just kind of reflecting on that, there's a lot of trauma around my birth story because that really took away my voice, that really took away my power, and it really made me feel invaluable. And it really made me feel as though I did not matter. And as I parent my girls, I definitely incorporate a lot of them having the ability to speak up for themselves and allow them to understand how valuable their voice is. Because sometimes, even whenever we do use our voice, um, there are some institutions that won't respect it and that won't value it for what it is. And so trauma is definitely in the eye of the beholder. There's no comparison whenever it comes to trauma. Something that's traumatic to you may or may not be traumatic for me, but the very important thing is for you to be able to get the support you deserve and to be able to heal from that trauma. And so for me, that's a lot of pressure to be able to give birth, one, during a pandemic, and not having certain medical procedures tended to effectively that causes you to have medical sensitivities as an after effect that you now have to live with due to these inconsistencies or to these neglects. And so speak up, allow your voice to be heard, allow your partner, to share in your ideas in your birth story, and allow them to be an advocate for you if you're not able to personally. I think that's so valuable. I think it's definitely necessary, and that also goes into my why. Being a woman of color and having underrepresentation or misrepresentation of how valuable we are and how valuable I am is disheartening. And so never give up, never allow yourself to suffer in silence. With help, you will be well.